Hey there, restaurant recipe lovers. Welcome back to The Daily Dish, a copycat.com podcast where I help you recreate your favorite restaurant dishes right in your own kitchen. I'm Stephanie Manley, and I've been serving up your favorite copycat recipes since 1995. I am absolutely thrilled to see all of your amazing I'm absolutely thrilled to see all of you amazing home chefs putting your own spin on recipes and sharing your creations online. I want to thank you for sharing your pictures and your comments. You make this journey worthwhile. Just a friendly reminder, you can always find the full written recipe for today's sauce on copycat.com, and there's a direct link waiting for you in the show notes. That's your one-stop shop for the exact measurements, helpful photos, and detailed instructions that you might need. Today we are diving into what is been one of my most requested condiment recipes in a long time. Popeyes Blackened Ranch sauce. Now, if you haven't tried this sauce yet, prepare to have your taste buds completely transformed. This isn't your ordinary ranch dressing. This is a smoky, creamy, slightly spicy flavor bomb that will have you looking for excuses to put it on everything. I first discovered the sauce during a road trip last year, and I have to confess something a little embarrassing. I found myself driving through Popeyes just to get extra packets of the sauce. I know I'm not alone in this because I've received dozens of emails from listeners asking me how to recreate this at home. The good news is that while Popeyes had started selling bottles of the sauce in some grocery stores, it can be hard to find and is often overpriced when you do locate it. But I've got even better news for you. You can make this at home for a fraction of the cost, customize it to your exact spice preference. And between you and me, I think the homemade version tastes even fresher and more vibrant than the original. Now, what makes this Blackened Ranch so special is the perfect balance of creaminess with the smoky heat. That's that magical combination that makes your brain say just one more taste over and over again. And as a budget conscious cook, we appreciate the sauce. And as budget conscious cooks, we appreciate that this sauce transforms even the simplest ingredients into something special. The plain chicken breast, add this sauce, and suddenly it's restaurant worthy. Basic veggies, dip them into this ranch and watch the kids actually ask for seconds. Let me walk you through the ingredients that explains why each one matters. Now, again, there is a lot here, so check the show notes for this. I'm going to run you through everything, but I want to make sure you have the exact recipe. First, we have our herb blend. It's dried parsley, dried dill, dried chives. This gives us the classic ranch foundation with a nice herbaceous note. The parsley adds a subtle bitterness and balances the creaminess. The dill brings that distinctive tang, and the chives provide the mild onion flavor. Then we build layers of flavor with onion powder and garlic powder. These add depth without the harsh bite of fresh garlic and onions that they can bring. Salt and pepper are essentials, of course, but the real stars that make this a blackened ranch are the smoked paprika and cayenne pepper. The smoked paprika brings a wonderfully smoky element and makes this sauce so distinctive, while the cayenne brings just enough heat to make it interesting without overwhelming your palate. Now for the base. We're using a combination of mayonnaise, buttermilk, and buttermilk powder. Why both the liquid buttermilk and the buttermilk powder, you might ask? Great question. The powder gives you that concentrated buttermilk tang without thinning out the sauce too much, while the liquid buttermilk creates the perfect consistency. I found this combination gives the closest match to Popeye's version. We'll also add a touch of apple cider vinegar, which might seem strange in ranch dressing, but trust me on this, that extra hit of acidity makes the flavor pop and creates what food scientists call craveability. That quality that makes you want to go back for more. Making the sauce couldn't be simpler. You'll combine all the ingredients except the liquid buttermilk in a medium bowl and whisk them together. Then, while stirring, add the buttermilk until you reach your preferred consistency. Some of us like it a little bit thicker for dipping, while others prefer it a little bit thinner for drizzling. That's the beauty of making it yourself. You get to decide. Transfer your masterpiece to an airtight container and refrigerate it for at least 30 minutes before using. The resting time is crucial because it allows all those flavors to meld together. And here's a little secret. This sauce actually gets better over time. By day 2 or 3, the flavors have intensified beautifully. Now, what are you going to do with this magical concoction? The possibilities are endless. Obviously, it's perfect for dipping chicken tenders, nuggets, or wings. But let me share some other ideas that my listeners have reported back to me are absolute winners. Sandy from Ohio uses it as a sandwich spread in place of mayo and says it's particularly amazing on turkey and roast beef sandwiches. Barbara in Texas uses it as a dip for frying seafood and says her grandkids now prefer it to cocktail sauce for the shrimp. My friend Margaret uses it as a veggie dip for her weekly meal prep. She swears it's the only reason why her family eats more vegetables. Now, one of my favorite uses comes from Judy in Pennsylvania, who uses it as a dressing base for a chicken pasta salad. She adds diced cooked chicken, some chopped veggies, and a bit more of this ranch for a quick and delicious summer meal. And for those of you who love to grill, try using this as a marinade base for chicken or pork. The buttermilk helps tenderize the meat, while the spices imbue it with flavor. And for those of watching your food budget, let's talk about the savings here. A bottle of ranch sauce at the grocery store can run at least $3.99 when you can find it. Those little packets at the restaurant add up quickly. This homemade version costs roughly $1.25 to make a full cup. And most of those ingredients are pantry staples, which you likely already have. For storage, keep the sauce in an airtight container in your refrigerator. It will stay fresh for up to 10 days, although in my house, it rarely lasts more than a weekend. One final tip, if you find yourself without buttermilk powder, then you can use regular milk powder mixed with a touch more vinegar. It's not exactly the same, but it'll get you close in a pinch. Now, Popeyes Blackened Ranch I hope you give this Popeyes Blackened Ranch sauce a try. It might become your new secret weapon in the kitchen. Remember, you can get the complete recipe either on copycat.com or by clicking the link in the show notes of this podcast. I'd love to hear how you use this sauce in your kitchen. Drop me a comment in the blog or tag me in your social media posts. Your creative ideas inspire our whole community. Until next time, this is Stephanie Manley from copycat.com, helping you bring the restaurant experience at home. Why go out when you can make it at home?